Dear students, with viewers, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Everyone is welcome to naogaon online school after it. I am sadequl, assistant teacher of Visual High School, naogaon, with you. You know, I have already conducted a lot of classes through naogaon online school. So now this time I am going to start a new topics, which is exclamatory to assertive. This is very common to all. This time you have already noticed I have already written two sentences on the board. What an attractive method his teaching is. Number two, how correct his pronunciation is. You know, these are the structure include of exclamatory sentence. You have already noticed what and how. When the sentences start what and how, verb and subject at the end of the sentences. This is subject and verb. This is subject and this is verb. You know, subject and verb at the end of the sentences to be an exclamatory sentences. And the sentences at the time of verb and subject at the end of the sentences, you know, this time the sentence start with what and how. So before starting the classes, I would like to define exclamatory sentence and assertive sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses any kinds of feeling of mind, joy, sorrow, emotion of mind. On the other hand, assertive sentence, you know, assertive sentence expresses any kinds of statement. Suppose, when we say in this way, his method is a very attractive. His teaching method is a very attractive method. His teaching is a very attractive method. On the other hand, how correct his pronunciation is, this is exclamatory sentence. When we say in this way, his pronunciation is very correct. So, assertive sentence makes any kinds of statement and exclamatory sentences makes any kinds of strong feeling of mind. So now let's get started. You have already noticed at the right side of the board there are two clues. These clues help you to understand how to sense exclamatory to assertive. When you see in an exclamatory sentence what a or an, at the time of making assertive sentence, we can use a very or get. When you see an exclamatory sentences, how we can use very. Dear student, you should bear in mind that very is used in case of adjective and great is used in case of noun. So, we can change the sentence from exclamatory to assertive. An assertive sentence starts at first subject and verb. So, his method, this is subject, his teaching method, teaching is what an or a very attractive method. Very attractive method. His teaching is a very attractive method. Exclamatory sentence. What an attractive method his teaching is, and his teaching is a very attractive method. You see subject and verb at first to make an assertive sentence. On the other hand, you have already guessed subject and verb at the end of the sentence to make an exclamatory sentence. So now you can notice well and carefully what a or an, a very or great, and how equal to very, how is used to make an exclamatory sentence, and very is used to make an assertive sentence. What a or an is used to make exclamatory sentence, and a very or that are used to make an assertive sentence. You should bear in mind carefully and well that very is used for adjective and great is used for noun. So now we can give another example for your better understanding. To what a fool, what a fool you are. This is also exclamatory sentence. You have noticed what a fool you are, what is the starting situation and subject verb at the end of the sentence. So this is exclamatory sentence. So now we can start at first to build up an assertive sentence, subject verb at the beginning situation. You are what a fool. You see, fool is a noun word. Fool is a noun word. When you see noun, great. Great is used for noun. So you are a great fool. This is subject and verb. Dear student, you also notice that what is used to make exclamatory sentence, and a great or a very are used to make assertive sentence. And you have already also noticed that the what and how are the beginning situation to make exclamatory sentence, and subject verb at the end of the sentence for exclamatory. On the other hand, when we change the sentence from exclamatory to assertive, subject and verb at the beginning situation, another thing or other thing will be at the end of the verb. So we can use another example. Number 3. How nice the bird is. This is very easy to understand. You see how equal to very. Very is used adjective. So subject verb at the beginning situation, the bird. The bird is, this is subject and verb at the beginning condition or situation. And you know, you have already guessed, you learned from this clue how very, very and nice. This is adjective. You see, very in case of adjective, great in case of noun. These are very easy to understand. Okay. Dear student, you guess this is ADV, that means adverb in short. ADZ, this is adjective in short. So I have already given 3 examples for making an exclamatory sentence, and we can say which way from exclamatory to assertive. Besides this, I can use another example. This is very common to you. Somebody says hurrah or somebody says hurray. Both are right. You can find out dictionary, you can learn the pronunciation. Okay? Hurrah. This is a very common example. We have won the match. Actually, somebody says own. This is totally mistake. We will learn one. So, hurrah, we have won the match. This is also example of assertive sentence. So now, we can sense into assertive. When you see hurrah, these clues are useless. So, I can delete the clue. These are not helpful. At this time, another technique or rules will be used to make from exclamatory to assertive. Hurrah, this is very easy to understand. It is a meta. It is a meta. Sorry. It is a meta of joy. This is replace hurrah. It is a meta. It is a meta of joy, and we can add that. And the next part of the sentences, we have on the mess. We have on the mess. This is assertive. So hurrah equal to, we can use it's a meta of joy. Not only hurrah, any kinds of enjoyment or joyful situation we can use. It's a matter of joy that for making an assertive sentence. It's a matter of joy that the next part of the sentence of exclamatory sentence for making assertive sentence. Suppose we are a bravo. He has got GPA 5. GPA 5. GPA 5. This time we can use it's a matter of joy that. This is also the situation of enjoyment or joyful condition. So we can also use it's a matter of joy that he has got or gotten GPA 5. So we can write down it's a matter of joy that he has got or gotten GPA 5. GPA 5. This is the next part of the sentence. In this way, we can change from exclamatory to assertive. Dear student, we are going to forward another example. Suppose sometime you might say, if I were a king. If I were a king, this is also the example of exclamatory sentence. Sometimes you might see, you must see an exclamatory sentence start with if. So now this time, this is the clue. If equal to, we can write subject plus which. Any types of subject may be I were, this time will be I wish. He were, this time will be he wish. So now I can use subject which, that means I wish I were a king. This was the sentence of exclamatory sentence, and the last sentence or later sentence is called assertive sentence. When you see if, you can write down subject plus which. Another example. Had is also similar to if, subject plus which. 7. Had I the wings of a bird. Actually, this is called imagination. This is very impossible to become a bird for a man. So this sentence makes imagination. This time we can write down subject and which. But there is a little difference between the two sentences, if connecting sentence and had connecting sentence. So now we can use I wish I had the wings of a bird. This is assertive sentence. Dear student, in this way we can change, we can transfer from exclamatory to assertive. From any types of student from any level, the exercise may be used to make exclamatory to assertive. This is I wish, had equal to subject plus which. If equal to, we can use subject plus which. So we can put another example. 8. Sometime you can see would that I could be a side again. This is also exclamatory sentence, and this time we can use, this is the same way, would that subject plus wish. So we can write down subject I wish I could be a side again. 9. Dear student, you have already learned the use of hurrah. So this time I would like to tell you the use of alas, fie, etc. Alas, he has failed. He has failed in the final examination. Final examination. Alas. Alas is used you can see alas is used to make a sorrowful condition of mind. So this time we can use to make assertive sentence. It is a matter of sorrow. It's a matter of sorrow that the next part of the sentence is he has failed in the final exam or examination. Okay? Dear student, in this way you can change from exclamatory to assertive and assertive to exclamatory. There are a lot of examples. This is very impossible to finish the exercise or techniques or rule in a class in a day. So I would like to tell you, I would like to discuss you in the next class the another rules. So happy learning, have a nice day, and that's all. Thank you.